Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mungoni Mkonto. Today, I want to talk about the slave idea of freedom. When the slaves were freed to go home, they thought that was freedom. Uh, but then they realized that they had very little time with their families because the slaves were supposed to work. What is slavery? Maybe to differentiate. What is the difference between slavery and work? Slavery is working without realizing the fruit of your work. Slavery is working without realizing the fruit of your work. Um, Black people were made to be slaves in America. They were working for the Americans and the Europeans without getting paid. When the slaves started to get compensated, one thing remained with the slave mentality, because the slave's idea of freedom can never be real freedom. The the slave, all he knows is to listen to his master. Human beings are creature of habits. So in the 1886, when the slaves felt they were free, they organized themselves into trade unions. After organizing themselves into trade unions, they decided to fight the employers to declare the 1st of May as Workers' Day. Now, the slave master has changed his name from being a slave master to now an employer. But the slave uh, has not changed his mentality. Uh, Now, uh, in the 1800, during the time of slavery, when people were physically slavery, there were other people who were free, and there were other black people who were very rich, even by that time. Uh, Even today, we've got slaves and we've got free people. The difference between a slave and a free person: the slave will go and work. Working, it's not a problem. Working is not slavery. Working is actually what all of us have to do. And if we have to work for 20 hours a day, we should be working for 20 hours a day. Everybody should be productive in their lives, to change their lives and to change the lives of others. The number of hours that we're supposed to work, um, it's actually have to be more. But the slave was complaining that they are working too much hours. They wanted less, and they were given by the employer. Uh, in actual fact, they declared that they will only work for 8 hours going forward, which was, I think, it was bad, because uh, human beings are creature of habits. Uh, Being productive for a certain number of hours a day, basically you are setting your mentality to limit yourself to do only things that will be accommodated in 8 hours in a day, while you can actually do more. That is why it's actually difficult. Black people who are slaves in their mentality, when they go to work, they only do as much as is enough for them to answer to the boss. They can't go an extra mile to do even more, forgetting that human beings are creatures of habit. Whatever habit that you are creating on yourself is actually not on your employer. The laziness, some other people are even able to earn salary without necessarily working. We've got so many dodgy characters who can actually pretend like they are working the whole time. At the end of the day, there's nothing. They are not doing any work. They've mastered the skill of earning a salary without doing any work. The problem with that is wherever you go, you take yourself with you. So if you get used to laziness in my company, you will also be lazy wherever you are going. If you're going to open your own company, you're going to be a lazy person and you will not be able to succeed. Creating a habit of working many hours a day is not slavery. Slavery is when you earn a salary and take that salary to spend it on things that does not benefit you or build yourself, you or your family. For example, you go and work the whole month only for alcohol companies and food. You go and work the whole month only for alcohol, for entertainment, and for food. That is slavery. But if you go and work the whole month to uplift your living standards, to earn money that will help you to earn more, that is work. So the difference between a slave and somebody who is employed is the mentality. If your mental setup is such that you go and work for the whole month only to distribute your money to entertainment, to women, to alcohol companies, and to all the useless stuff that people have here to spend their money on. And at the end of the day, you don't have anything. If your job is finished, you can't survive for 3 months after that. So that is a slave mentality. And this slave mentality is now the dominating lifestyle of black people. Laziness, it's a slave mentality because there's nowhere you will go with your laziness. If you build a habit in somebody's firm to work for many hours, it will help you to accumulate as much experience as you can in a very short space of time. You are not doing it for the person that you're working for. You are doing it for yourself. The person may earn more, but you will be increasing in value. You will be increasing in value and you will be able to uh, uh, they won't be able to dispose you because of the value that you are adding into the company. And they will have to increase your salary because of the money that they are getting because of your income, your hard work. So, and besides that, wherever you go, you take yourself with you. If that employer is not appreciative of you, irrespective of how many hours you put into work, then when you go and work for yourself, you already have the habit of working hard, you already have the habit of putting more hours into your work, then it's going to be easier for you to continue. So now the slave mentality remains. People are still trapped in slavery because they work for the whole month only for entertainment, not for investing or for improving somebody's well-being. Please like, subscribe, and share my work, and move away from your slave mentality. Start working hard. Thank you.